What's going on YouTube? So we're very excited because Honda has invited us out to take a look at an iconic nameplate being reborn. This is the Honda Prelude next generation concept, and it is a absolutely stunning vehicle. So let's go ahead and take a detailed first look. So let's talk a little bit about what the Honda Prelude is. Now, I said this was an iconic vehicle. It lasted for 5 generations, but production actually concluded in 1978. It was known as really a affordable performance model, and here we are, like I said, the concept version for a 6th generation here with us today. And it really has a futuristic look, but also has some elements that harken back to the classic model. So let's take a look at some of those design elements up here in the front. Now, you probably have seen on the internet, some people said this looks a little Prius-like, maybe in this front end shape slightly, but the lighting and most of the details are very different. So you'll notice we have this daytime running light that's running through here. Then separated housing, we have another light that's going to run all through this grille and around to the other side. It gives it a very distinct look, and again is both modern and futuristic. Down here on our lower fascia, we're going to have a black mesh. We also have a lighting accent down there. This has a very aggressive finish, and at least here on the concept, we are going to have a carbon fiber trim, which is going to make up this lower section. As we kind of move around to the side, let's take a look at our wheel options. We do have a gloss black finish on this very nice looking alloy wheels. Now, obviously, this is a concept vehicle like we've been repeating, so you don't have a lot of official specifications. But as you can see, very nice look to these. We obviously are going to have the Brembo brakes and the color contrast blue brake calipers, which I think look absolutely excellent. And as we kind of move along to the side, you're going to see the really sleek look. Again, carbon fiber accents, at least here on the concept. So you're going to have the carbon fiber finish on the mirrors. You're also going to have the carbon fiber roof up here at the top. Really, really sleek and excellent look. But I'm going to invite Mason to try to back up here a little bit and take a closer look at the side design. Now, as you can see, this has a really sleek profile here. We're going to talk about what powers this concept model in all likelihood in just a second. But in terms of this overall look, you're going to think that this is a very high performance model because it looks downright exotic, and I really like the way it looks in person.
Now, Drew talked about how beautiful the side was, and I do have to agree with him. Here in person, it looks so good. But the rear might be my favorite part about this new Honda Prelude because it looks phenomenal. So, of course, this is a 2-door coupe design, so we have a really sloped rear window here that kind of goes into the deck lid. The deck lid spoiler itself is going to be a nice carbon fiber finish on the Prelude. Now, of course, we don't know if that's going to make it to the production model, but I do really like the way it looks. As far as the taillight is concerned, we have a full-length LED taillight on this model. And I'm also noticing we have the new Honda branding back here. So instead of just the H emblem, we have the new branding that we first saw on the Honda Prologue. Now, dropping down below that, we have Prelude branding in a nice cursive font in the nice color contrast black. And then down here in the lower area, all of this is going to be finished in a gloss black. We once again have a really cool design here with a little bit of a carbon fiber look and a blue accent light. I really like the accent lighting that they've done for this model. One thing I'm not noticing, though, is exhaust outlets. And we're going to be talking a little bit about what we expect for the powertrain here in just a second.
If you're new here, we're brothers, and we've been reviewing cars since we were 12
and 16. We may be young, but we love cars.
And we'd love for you to subscribe to be a part of our Car Confections family. Let's learn a lot, have some fun with all the latest cars.
Now, you're probably wondering, what is the interior like? And unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a little while longer to find out. This obviously is a concept vehicle, and this particular model does not have an interior that Honda's ready to show off quite yet. As you can see, really tinted windows going on through here. One thing I can point out, though, is if we were entering into the cabin, we would have the flush mount door handles, which I'm assuming are going to pop out of this vehicle when it finally makes it into production. Now, one thing Honda did confirm about the interior, though, which I can tell you, is that it will have 4 seats. So even though it's 2 doors, you are going to have 2 rear seats, making this a very practical family vehicle. All right, now it's time for us to hypothesize about what we might find powering this all-new Honda Prelude. Well, Honda has given us a little bit of a hint. They said it is going to be a hybrid model. Now, we don't really know what that would be made of. It could be a derivative of what you find in a CR-V or an Accord hybrid. If it was derived from a CR-V or Accord hybrid, you'd be looking at a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine plus 2 electric motors, making a total system output of 204 horsepower. Now, like I said, that's kind of what Honda already makes, but they may surprise us and put something more powerful inside of this, hopefully producing maybe 250 horsepower or more, and putting this kind of head-to-head with sport coupes such as the GR86. In terms of the transmission situation, we don't know once again. It could be a continuously variable transmission. Fingers crossed that we actually maybe will have a manual offered, but we don't know yet.
And of course, as with any Honda, we do expect it to drive really nice, especially because this is a sports coupe model. Honda's really going to bake in that DNA, and we should have very good driving dynamics with excellent steering, excellent body control, and we cannot wait to drive it here on Car Confections when this vehicle becomes production ready, hopefully relatively soon. Now, let's go ahead and talk about that availability. Now, Honda hasn't said anything official yet. This is a concept right now. However, we do expect this to probably come to market as a 2026 model year vehicle. And debut maybe in early 2025 and be available for purchase in mid-2025. Of course, for pricing, we don't have official numbers just yet on that either. However, I would say for this Honda Prelude, we'll be looking at a very affordable price tag in line with what this model was like back in 2001 and prior. But guys, we really appreciate you watching our first look review on the all-new Honda Prelude. If you enjoyed watching this video or found it helpful in maybe your future purchasing decisions, we would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. By subscribing, you will give us access to vehicles like this where we can show you guys what's on the market first. Thanks so much for your continued support, and if you're already a fan and subscriber, we really appreciate it. We'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.